On October 16, 1940, Clyde G. Brown, a 24-year-old resident of Coaldale, West Virginia, registered for the draft. At the time, Clyde was working for the New River Pocahontas Fuel Company, a job that kept him close to home and his community. Like many young men of his generation, Clyde faced uncertainty about what the future would hold as the world was engulfed in conflict. The draft registration marked the beginning of a journey that would take him far from the familiar hills of West Virginia and into the heart of World War II. On June 12, 1941, Clyde reported for military duty in Huntington, West Virginia. He was inducted into the Army Air Force, a significant step that would shape the next several years of his life. At just 24 years old, Clyde was assigned to the 1778th Ordnance Supply and Maintenance, a unit responsible for ensuring the Army's equipment and supplies were always ready for action. This moment marked the transition from civilian life to the disciplined world of military service, filled with new responsibilities and challenges. Clyde's journey took him to Scheikel Arsenal in Grays Ferry, Philadelphia, where he spent over 3 months undergoing quartermaster basic training. Here, he learned the essential skills needed to support the Army's logistical operations. During this period, Clyde was promoted to the rank of sergeant, a recognition of his dedication and capability. The training was rigorous, preparing him for the demands of military life and the responsibilities he would soon shoulder. In October 1941, Clyde arrived at Fort Warren in Wyoming, a major training ground for the Quartermaster Corps. Fort Warren was bustling with activity, training over 20,000 soldiers in the art of military logistics. Here, Clyde received specialized training on the M2 Cletrac tractor, a vital piece of equipment for moving supplies and vehicles. His skills earned him a driver and mechanical badge, marking him as a reliable and skilled member of his unit. As the war intensified, Clyde's training became even more crucial. The skills he developed at Fort Warren would soon be put to the test on foreign soil. The camaraderie among the soldiers, the discipline instilled by their instructors, and the sense of duty all contributed to preparing Clyde for the challenges ahead. Every lesson learned and every badge earned brought him one step closer to the front lines of the global conflict. On May 13, 1943, the Axis troops in North Africa surrendered, marking a turning point in the war. That same day, Clyde left for the North African continent, heading into the area of Tunisia. The North African campaign was a critical theater in World War II, and Clyde's role would be vital in supporting the Allied forces as they pushed forward. The journey from training grounds in America to the battlefields of Africa was both daunting and inspiring. Clyde served in and around Tunisia, Africa, as part of the European African Middle Eastern campaign. The region was a hub of military activity, with Allied forces working tirelessly to secure victory. Clyde's expertise in logistics and vehicle maintenance played a crucial role in keeping the supply lines moving and supporting frontline troops. His dedication and hard work contributed to the success of the campaign and the eventual Allied victory in North Africa. After North Africa, Clyde participated in the Rome-Marno campaign, a significant Allied effort to capture key positions in Italy. The campaign included fierce battles at the Cassino Front, the Anzio beachhead, and the Liri Valley. Clyde's unit provided essential support, ensuring that troops had the supplies and equipment needed to press forward. For his service during this campaign, Clyde was awarded the European African Middle Eastern Campaign (EAME) Medal, a testament to his bravery and commitment. Life in the war zone was challenging and unpredictable. Clyde and his fellow soldiers faced constant danger, long hours, and the ever-present uncertainty of battle. Despite these hardships, they formed strong bonds and relied on each other for support. The experience of serving overseas left a lasting impact on Clyde, shaping his perspective on life and service. On October 28, 1945, in Tunis, Clyde prepared to leave the North African area and return to the United States. After years of service and sacrifice, the moment to go home had finally arrived. The journey back was filled with mixed emotions, relief, pride, and reflection on all that had transpired during the war. Clyde's service had made a difference, and now it was time to return to the life he had left behind. On November 17, 1945, Clyde arrived in Patuxent, Maryland, marking his official return to American soil. Just a few days later, on November 21, he received an honorable discharge at Fort George G. Meade in Anne Arundel, Maryland. The transition from soldier to civilian was both joyful and bittersweet, as Clyde reflected on his experiences and the friends he had made along the way. ClydeGBrown's service was recognized with several prestigious awards. He received the Good Conduct Medal, WWII Victory Medal, American Defense Medal, American Theater Medal, European African Middle East Service Medal, and a driver and mechanical badge with tracked vehicle endorsement. These honors reflected his dedication, skill, and exemplary conduct throughout his military career. On December 1, 1945, Clyde returned home from the war. He resumed work at the Pocahontas Fuel Company in Jenkins, Jones, returning to the familiar routines of civilian life. The transition was not without its challenges, as the memories of war lingered. Clyde spoke very little of his time in the military, choosing instead to focus on building a future for himself and his community. Clyde G. Brown's story is a testament to the courage and resilience of ordinary Americans who answered the call to serve. His journey from West Virginia to the battlefields of North Africa and Italy, and back home again, reflects the sacrifices made by so many during World War II. Though he rarely spoke of his experiences, his legacy lives on through the medals he earned and the lives he touched. Today, we remember Clyde G. Brown not just for his military achievements, but for his quiet strength and dedication to his country and community. His story reminds us of the countless individuals whose service and sacrifice shaped the course of history. As we reflect on his journey, we honor all those who have served and continue to serve, ensuring that their stories are never forgotten.